Well, hello everybody. It's Ronnie with Whip and Chain. I work with Maggie and Lauren to bring you beautiful crochet videos. Today we got a fun one. It is a Amish puzzle ball. Here it is, all together. And now these flip in and out. And they flip. It is a fun game for your children in the car. This is also a lot of fun for autistic children. Keep your kids busy in the car for actually hours and hours. Look at that, when you flip it all out. Look at that, really cool, isn't it? And then you just flip it back when you want. And then it actually comes apart. Look at that. And then when you're ready, you just put it back together. Like so. So let's dive into it. We are using, you can use this as a stash buster. I just suggest acrylic yarn. I'm using 4-weight, and for the whole project I used a 4mm crochet hook. So let's dive into it. Okay, we are going to make the first part of this, and for this I'm using a 4mm crochet hook, and we're gonna be making these. They're inside out right now, but we're gonna need 12 of them. So I did 11, and I'm gonna make the 12th one with you. And then after I show you how to do these, you're gonna need a total of 12 of them. Now I wanted to show you my new, I don't know if I can get it there, my new yarn holder, and it twists as I crochet. So we'll see how that works. I'm excited. I've been using it so far, and it's actually making life so much easier for me. All right, so with your 4mm crochet hook, I want you to do a chain 2, one and 2. Okay, and in that first chain you go in there, make sure you go underneath that back loop. Like, make sure that back loop's on top of your hook. Go in there, and in this first chain I want you to do 3 single crochets. It's 1, it's 2, and that's 3. All right, then you chain 1. I don't know why I keep going off camera here. Okay, chain 1, and the 3 single crochets in each one of them, I want you to put 2 single crochets in each one. So that's going to land you at 6 single crochets. So it's 2 in the first one, 2 in the second one, and 2 in the third one. So it's 2 single crochets in each of the stitches. Okay. So now we're going to chain 1, we're going to turn. We're going to put 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 2 single crochets in the next stitch, then 1 single crochet in the next, 2 single crochets in the next, one single crochet in the next stitch, and then in your last stitch you'll land at 2 single crochets in that last stitch. So it's alternating. Okay. Chain 1. Now it's every third stitch we're going to increase. So you're going to put 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and then 2 single crochets in the third. Then we're going to repeat that. 1 single crochet in the next, 1 single crochet in the next, and 2 single crochets in the next. And then we're going to do that one more time. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then 2 single crochets, and that should be your last stitch. Okay. Chain 1. Now we're going to do 1 single crochet in the first 3. 1, 2, 3, then 2 single crochets in the fourth, and again 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then 2 in the fourth, and then we'll do that one more time. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then 2 in the last one. Now it's going to be every 5th stitch. So you chain 1, you put a single crochet in the first 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 single crochets in the 5th. And do that again. 1 single crochet in the first 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 single crochets in the 5th. And then repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 single crochets. All right, so that's how you keep increasing. So we did the 5th stitch, so you're going to do an increase in the 6th stitch, 7th stitch, 8th stitch, and 9th. So after you complete your 9th, so it would be 8 single crochets, increase 2 in the 9th, and so on. Once you do your 9th row, then you stop right there and we'll meet back. Okay, after you do your row of 8 single crochets and 2 in the 9th, 8 single crochets, 2 in the 9th, this is what you will have left. So then what you need to do, just cut a little tail. I mean, not super short, but give yourself a little extra tail. And then just take your yarn and pull it through. Don't chain one or anything. Now the big deal is this is our good side. You need to understand this is the back, this is the front. The back, you can see the horizontal bars on your stitches. And the front, well, actually you can still see some horizontal bars, but the front is cleaner. Pick what side that you're going to be happy with your project. I want this to be my front. So because I want this to be my front, I'm going to close it, like fold it right in half on the front. So the front's on the inside. I'm going to take my yarn, I'm going to thread it on a darning needle. If I can get it. There you go. Now remember, we closed it, so the outside is what you're going to consider as the wrong side. And I'm just going to stitch, put my needle through the other side, bring my stitches around. Okay. And I'm just gonna whip stitch all the way down the side. Make sure you get the very edging of it. I think I'm catching a cold, so forgive me for the dry cough. So I'm going to just go all the way down. And then when I'm at the point, I'm going to go through it just to have added security that the whole thing is closed. Okay? And then I'm just going to knot with my two tails at the tip. Just makes me feel safer with it. And then remember, we need 12 of these. So go do your 12 and come on back, and then we'll do the next stage. Okay. Now, after you made 12, forgive my cough, guys, 12 of these, we need to make 3 of these. And I'm going to show you how to do this. It's just a repeat pattern up to the first one. So it's actually quite simple. All right. So we're going to start with a chain 2. I'm going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and in the first chain I want you to put 2 single crochets. Oh my goodness, get some vitamin drops. 2 single crochets. All right. Chain 1 and put 1 single crochet in each stitch. 1 and 1. Chain 1, and then you put 2 single crochets in each stitch, so there'll be 4 total. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Then you chain 1, and then you put 1 single crochet in each stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1 and turn. Now in the first stitch, you put in 2 single crochets. The next stitch, you put in 1 single crochet. Next stitch, 1 single crochet. And the last stitch, 2 single crochets. This will take you to 6 single crochets. Now chain 1, and I want you to do 4 rows of just matching stitch for stitch. So 4 rows of 6 single crochets, and I'll meet you back. Okay, I did 4 rows, and that's what it should look like so far. Chain 1, and in the first 2 stitches, I want you to do a decrease stitch. And then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. And then the last 2, do a decrease stitch. You should have 4 stitches left. Chain 1, and then just put 1 single crochet in each stitch. Chain 1. Now we're going to do a decrease stitch in the first 2, and then we're going to do a decrease stitch in the last 2. You'll have 2 stitches left. Chain 1, and then put 1 single crochet in each of those 2 stitches. Chain 1, and then do a decrease on the last 2. And then that'll leave you with 1 stitch left. And that's what that looks like. So you chain 1. Now we're repeating. So you chain 1, and in this stitch you put in 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. Then you chain 1, and you put 1 single crochet in every stitch. And then you just keep repeating. You chain 1, and in each of these stitches you put in 2 single crochets. So if you need to, just rewind back and follow again, and you're going to do this 4 times, 4 of them. You need 4 of them. Okay? So you need a total of 3 of these, because we have 12, so 4, 8, 12, so you need 3 of these. Okay, so that is how you make those, and then we'll be back to show you the joining. Okay, so now you've got 3 of these and 12 of these. Okay, so first things first, we're going to turn, I don't know what's on my hand, we're going to turn this right side out. And we're going to cut just a little bit of the string off. It's going to be tucked in, so it's definitely not a need. Okay, so it's not a need. So on these, where your seam is, where we sewed it up, I want you to fold it. right on the seam. And then I count 15 from the seam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So then I put a stitch marker in the 16th one. Okay, because we're done. Sorry for my throat, guys. I have halls that I have in my mouth. I'm trying everything not to be coughing while I'm doing these videos. It seems like when I talk a lot, I start coughing. So I'll apologize in advance for that. I'm not sure how to fix it. Anyway, so we take our top piece. Now, I'm using a different color. To seam it, you can use whatever colors. This whole project, your color choices, you can actually do scrap yarn if you want. So I'm gonna wrap my hook. I'm gonna go through the top. There we go. And now I'm gonna go into where the seam is. Right there. Wrap. Make sure it's tight. Bring it all the way up through and do a single crochet. I'm going to tuck my tail down. So then we're just on a single crochet down. Now you should have, after you put that one in, your stitches here. So we're just going to go along the edging. And bring it all the way up. Single crochet. You just keep moving yourself down. Now, if you think you're going to have too many stitches and it's going to not work out right, just double up on a stitch. Let me give you an example. I think there's going to be more stitches on the pink piece than the purple. So I'm going to go where I just did that single crochet. I'm going to go in there. Oh, and I'm using the wrong end this whole time. Let's back up, guys. There we go. It's all off. All right, well, we get to start again. I don't edit this stuff out for the sole purpose for you to see that all this happens to me too. The top. My seam. There we go. Now we can work on our way down. Just single crochets. Now, what I was starting to say is if you think you're going to have too many stitches on the bottom piece, you can go into the same stitch that you just came out of, but go into the next stitch on the bottom piece to make up for a missing or an extra stitch or so. Okay. You just work your way down, only on this side. See, I had to double up on some. It's no big deal. Now, we can take this out because I'm down to the last stitch. You bring your next one. Turn it right side out. Cut some of the tail off. And count from the seam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, and right there. That's my 16th. Okay. So I'm going to go in that last stitch and go in where my 16th stitch. This stitch gets doubled up one. There we go. Then I go into the next, and then I go into the seam. Just like that. So then we're gonna just keep doing this for all 4 of them. But when you get to the end, don't do anything, because I want to show you how to attach this circle. Okay, so just keep doing that on the one side. When you got all 4 done, I'll meet you back. Okay. So I got all my half done. Okay, so now these loose ends can go in these little pockets if you want. It's up to you. Okay, so now we need to hook it together. So what I do is I go back in all the way through both pieces. And then go through these two pieces. Okay. And wrap it and bring it all the way through. And then do your single crochet. Okay. That keeps it nice and secure. Then we need to start coming down and around. Back down, not going up this way, going back down. That's my doggy barking, sorry. Then you go through here, just matching stitches. And we're only gonna go about halfway because we need to fill it with the fiber fill. Now, while I'm going down, when we fill these, you honestly want to fill them really firm, like almost overfill. Not overfill, but very tight, because while these are played with, it will break down. So make sure you fill them tight. Okay. Stuff it, stuff it, stuff it. Like I said, fill it as much as you can. And then let me finish. Make sure you're not crocheting any of the fiber fill. Make sure you try to hit every stitch. Okay. And then you just move on to your next one. Okay, so you're going to do this all the way around for all 3 separate pieces, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to join them. Okay, so here are all the pieces. Pretty cool, huh? So then we just put it together. So the points go inward. Okay, and then this, the last piece, goes over top. Believe it or not, it fits. And there it is, the Amish puzzle ball. And then the kids can play with it and twist it and take it apart, whatever they want to do. But there it is. And that's why I use 3 different colors, because it makes it beautiful. So you can do these in all different colors and everything else. It's a lot of fun, and it really doesn't take long to make. I really hope you enjoyed this. My name is Ronnie. I bring you videos with Maggie and Lauren, and here at Whip and Chain, it's always a work in progress. Till next time.